There, welcome back to your own channel Quantum Math. Today we are going to start a new chapter which is banking. Chapter 2 banking. In our first video of this chapter we will cover recurring deposit, some of the concepts, formulas and a couple of problems related to these. So what are the learning objectives of this? Are understanding the RD account, how does it work, and know why recurring deposit is also known as cumulative time deposit, derive and know what is the interest formula on a recurring deposit, and derive the maturity value formula and solve first direct problems using the same formula. Before we start, a quick question to you guys. If you save rupees 500 every month for 2 years in a bank at 8% of interest per annum, how much will you get at the end of this 2-year period? So most people will say rupees 12,000 plus some interest, but the actual answer is it is 13,040 rupees. The difference, understanding how recurring deposit interest works, let me show you the complete calculation here. Basically, what is a recurring deposit? It is a bank account where you deposit a fixed amount every month for a fixed number of months. On the expiry of this period, which is called as maturity period, you will get back the money which you deposited and some interest as well. So which is known as your maturity value. So these terms are very important. What is the fixed amount that you are putting in the recurring deposit? What is the maturity period, and what is the rate of interest that you are getting, and what is the final maturity value that you are obtaining? So here let me write a real life story. Your dad is putting rupees 2,000 every month on a monthly basis in a recurring deposit. Okay, for how many years? Let's say for his child's education, so he will do it for 2 years. Okay, once the child clears 10th, he thought that let's save some money, and it will be very difficult after end of 2 years to pay the fee, college fee or the degree fee. So that's why he thought, let's start a recurring deposit and save money for the higher education. Understood? So here the scenario, 2,000 per month for 2 years in a recurring deposit. After 2 years, what happens? The bank returns whatever he saved in the RD, which is 24 into 2, 48,000 rupees. He will get 48,000 rupees plus interest amount. Whatever interest gets accumulated on these savings will also be handed over. So how much will be the interest? This is a calculation we need to do, but as you know that, let's derive the formula here. What's the difference between an FD and RD? What's the difference between a fixed deposit? Fixed deposit. What happens in a fixed deposit? You keep the money at the beginning of the term. The day one, you will keep the lump sum amount of, for example, 50,000 rupees. And you don't pay anything in between. For example, if the period is 2 years, so you don't pay anything for these 2 years terms, right, in fixed deposit. Whereas in recurring deposit, what happens? You don't pay anything in lump sum. You just start paying whatever amount you have been decided. So for example, here 2,000 rupees you are paying on day one, and it is getting continued for how many months? Let's say 24 months. So how much you have paid here? You have paid 48,000 rupees. However, the calculation of interest is not the same for both the scenarios here, because In fixed deposit, the interest gets calculated from the day one on the complete amount, that is 50,000 rupees. So this formula is very simple interest formula, that is PTR by 100. This is very simple, just use PTR by 100 in this scenario. So what you will get, principal multiplied by 2 multiplied by rate of interest, that is 8%, divided by 100. 500 into 2 is 1000, that is 8,000 rupees you will get as interest, and the amount, total amount what will be returned to you from the bank is 50 plus 8, that is 58,000 you will get on FDs. Got it? So this is simple interest formula that you will use here. However, in recurring deposit, what's happening here is the first month 2000 is having all the 24 months interest, because it was there from day 1 till day last. However, the second month was not there for complete 24 months. It was there for only 23 months. Third month, it was there in the account only for 22 months. So on the final 24th installment was there only for last 1 month. Only for 1 month it was there. So this 2000, the final 2000 will be getting only interest calculated for 1 month, not for complete 24 months. This is the major difference between a fixed deposit and a recurring deposit. Your money is not yielding the interest from day one. Only the partial amount or the installment that you are paying on every month, that money only is yielding the interest on complete term. As you go on, the term gets reduces and the interest also gets reduces. To get the exact interest which recurring deposits yield is a different story. You can't just use the simple formula SI equal to PTR by 100. So let's derive that formula and use it. You will understand. Very interesting thing. So now you know that total deposits. What is your let's say like this, deposit, whatever you are doing, amount 2000, monthly deposits, let's take it as P. Okay, this is your P, monthly deposit. We are deriving a formula that was an example 2000. So what you will take, you will take monthly deposit, whatever 2000 rupees, take it as P here. Every month it is not getting changed, right? Whereas number of months is getting changed, right? N minus 1, N minus 2, so on goes up to 1 last month. So number of months, first this 2000 will get multiplied by this N number of that is 24. Then the second P will get multiplied by N minus 1, right? If you can see here, this 2000 is getting the 24 month yield, whereas this 2000 gets only 23. So on, this last 2000 gets only 1 month of interest. So similarly, P total deposits are how much? P into N. You know that total deposits are P into N. So interest on first month, simple interest or interest on the first installment, that is the earned by the first deposit, earned by first deposit, that is complete term it was there in the bank, that's why it will yield full. So interest yield earned by first deposit equal to, you can use here PTR by 100. However, P, we don't have time here, we have 24 months, but let's say total term is N here. So how will you take P N? What is the rate of interest? you are taking it as R because we are deriving a formula here. I'm just giving the numbers 2000, 8% and 2 years as examples, so don't get confused. So whenever we are deriving a formula, we have to use these letters only. So this is your principal monthly deposit. This is number of months. This is your rate of interest divided by, will you take 100 PTR by 100? And also one more thing, because this is in months, first month, second month, so you have to take 1200 as well, not in years. That's why we will divide it by 12. 12 into 100, that is 1200. PNR by 1200. This is your interest earned by the first deposits. What about the interest earned by the second deposit? Interest earned by second deposit will be equal to P into n minus 1 into R divided by how much? Same, 1200, 100 into 12. So on, if you go until the last deposit. So this last deposit yields interest of P into 1 into R, PR by 100 into 12. Got it? So now what? To get the complete interest, you need to add all the interests, accumulative interest of all the ones, right? So we need to add this all. P total interest equal to total interest equals, add everything, first month, second month, P into I'll take P, everything is common, right? P R by 1200 is common. So I will take P into R divided by 1200 as common here, and I will put n multiplied by n minus 1 plus n minus 2 n minus 2 until 1 in the bracket. Got it? So there is one important thing here, that is sum of the first n natural numbers. Sum of first n natural numbers. You might have heard this term in arithmetic progressions. If not, this chapter may come next. Sum of n natural numbers, when you add 1 plus 2 plus 3, so sum of n natural numbers will be, there is a formula for this, that is n into n plus 1 by 2, n into n plus 1 divided by 2. So what is happening here? Everything which is there in this bracket got replaced by this formula, n into n plus by 2. So now the total interest will be total interest on the recurring deposit will become P times n into n plus 1 divided by 2 into 1 by 12 into R by 100. Why am I writing like this? Because it is PR by 2, 2 is here and our 12 into 100 already was there. So here what happens, why I am writing like this? So the maturity, this is the formula that you need to, whatever you like, you can just write it in this. However, the total maturity value is what? The total amount which you deposited over the period of time, which is, you know, that total amount which was deposited was P into n, right? P into n, and plus interest should be added to get the maturity amount. This is the final formula, maturity value. I hope this was clear, right? Got it. So now, one more time I will just try to explain this quickly. You know that we are depositing amount P for n number of months, 1 to n number of months. So the first deposit will yield PNR by 100 into 12, because this is monthly, not yearly. Second deposit will yield P into n minus 1 by 100 into 12. Okay. Then the last deposit P into 1 into R divided by 100 into 12. Got it? So the total interest is P and R I am taking out as common, by 1200 is common. So within bracket I will get n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 until 1. So there is a formula in arithmetic expressions that if you add first n natural numbers 1 to n, you will get, there is a slight mistake, addition plus, there should be a plus here. So n 1 plus n plus n minus 1 plus n minus 2 until 1, you will get n into n plus 1 divided by 2. Got it? If n is how much? N is 10 or whatever is there, you can just check here. So you get the interest value. Interest value as P, that is the principal into n plus 1 by 2 into 1 by 12 into R by 100. This is the complete formula to get the total interest. Maturity value is just adding the amount you paid plus the interest what you yielded. Clear? Great. Let's do one problem, example problem, so that you understand. Write down the question as: Kiran deposited rupees 200 per month for 36 months. Okay, how much? Rupees 200 for how many months? For 36 months. 36 months. Rate of interest is 11% in a recurring deposit. Find the amount she will get at maturity. So what is the maturity value that she will be yielding? So first find the interest here. How much interest will be yielded in all these 36 months, 3 years time frame. So you will write 200 multiplied by n into n plus 1, that is 36 into 37 divided by 2 multiplied by, what is R here? R is 11. You can just divide by 1200. These two zeros can be cancelled. 2 zeros here, 2 and 2 gets cancelled. What is remaining here? 36, 12 ones, 12 thrice. I'll show you how it is getting cancelled. These 2 zeros, these 2 zeros gets cancelled. This 2 is gone. This 36, this 12 is gone. What is remaining now? 37 into 3 multiplied by 11 is remaining. So the final amount will be, if you multiply 7,200 is the interest. What is the maturity value? Maturity value is you add the amount which you paid for n number of months plus the interest. So here this maturity value, what she will get is 200 multiplied by 36, because she has paid for this period, plus 7,200. So here she is getting 7,200 is the amount what she has put. If you multiply this 37 into 3 into 11, how much is that? You will get 1221, I guess. Yeah, 1221. This is the interest. If you add 1221, how much will you get? 8,421. So this is the final amount what she has got after the maturity period. Got it? Was this clear? Great. So this is something which is very simple if you know the formula. So do one homework problem and put it in the comments box so that I will check whether you have got the correct answer or not. Mrs. Goswami deposits rupees 1000 per month in recurring deposit for 3 years at the rate 8% per annum. Find the matured value. Okay. Do this. Next, Nima deposits rupees 600 per month for 2.5 years in recurring deposit at 10% per annum. 10% per annum. Find the maturity value. Do these two problems in homework and I'll check your comments. So that's it guys in this video. Hope you liked the content. If you really liked it, please hit the like button and subscribe to this channel and share it with your friends if you really care for them. Thank you. Take care till then. Goodbye.